So a lot of people have a misconception on hypnotherapy.
Yes, you're right that people misunderstand hypnotherapy. The conscious mind is 10% and the subconscious mind is 90% powerful.
So what is subconscious mind and conscious mind? Like, in our daily life,
Yes. That disturbance, that negative emotion is stuck in your subconscious mind.
I do hear about this lucky charm.
Anything over excess of anything becomes a problem. The charm is there and we know okay it is there, okay, but for everything they have to take it out. Because when we are doing healing and even doing future progression of something that you want to create in your life.
Welcome to Mayuri's Occult Talk Show. Today I will introduce you to an extraordinary woman who has magic voice and healing hands, and she healed hundreds of people, like 500 plus people with her therapies, and she is a metaphysical healer and clinical hypnotherapist, and very successful stories we have with her. I introduce Chandrika Nirula. Thanks for coming to my show.
Thank you for inviting me.
So a lot of people have a misconception on hypnotherapy. So what is exactly hypnotherapy is?
Okay. Yes, you are right that people misunderstand hypnotherapy as hypnosis, stage hypnosis. And hypnotherapy is working with the subconscious mind. So now what is hypnotherapy? The mind, if we are talking about the mind here, the mind is, there are two minds, okay? So conscious mind and subconscious mind. The mind is divided into two parts. Now, the conscious mind is 10% and the subconscious mind is 90% powerful. So what happens that we live this lifetime using the 10% of our mind. The 90% is dormant because we don't know how to use it. So here, when we are talking about hypnotherapy, first of all, general people out there, they feel when they are coming and for a therapy, they are very frightened about this hypnotherapy because we have always seen it as a stage show or maybe in TV, whatever programs used to come. Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
they go into a different zone.
Yes, absolutely. So most of the people who come, they sometimes ask me, so are you going to take our bank PIN number? That kind of questions come up because that is the fear that they have about this thing because there is no knowledge out there about what hypnotherapy is. Now that is hypnosis, okay? That is a stage show and hypnotherapy is therapy based, okay? Where we are healing you out of your problem. And now, our subconscious mind is so smart that if we don't want to give something, no information can be taken out. So that is where we have to understand that our subconscious mind is 90% more powerful.
So what is subconscious mind and conscious mind? Like, in our daily life, how do we use them?
Absolutely. See, conscious mind, subconscious mind, we are using it. We are using conscious mind. Subconscious mind, we are not aware of using because nobody told us there was such a mind, but unconsciously we are using it. How? Subconscious mind is like when we are driving, you know, we are driving. We don't have to really, feel, oh, step one, we have to, put the ignition. Step two, no. We go with the flow as soon as we sit in the car. Who is driving that? Our subconscious is driving. Why? Because there is a data stored in the subconscious of the things that we have repeatedly been doing. Okay? There is a data stored. Now, conscious mind is day-to-day feeling, thoughts, these are the conscious mind. Judgments that we make, talking about people, what happened and all that gossip. It is all conscious mind. Subconscious mind, another example that I can give you of subconscious mind is, for example, a hot cup, okay? We will not touch it. You see, why? Because what makes us keep our hand, go back if it burns? That is the subconscious telling, oh, it's hot. Okay? If basically the subconscious keeps us safe, it will not let us go towards danger. That is the work of a subconscious mind. So subconscious mind is the gut feeling that most of the people say, oh, I had this gut feeling, I knew it was going to happen. So that gut feeling is what? It is subconscious mind. Conscious mind is like, it is a chatter brain where, it keeps on and on, sometimes confusing you. The doubts coming up is all the play of the conscious mind. So that is how simplified that we can tell you the difference, because we all use our conscious mind and subconscious mind, but we do not realize how they are separate.
So subconscious mind, like, can you give us few more examples?
See, subconscious mind, again, as I said, subconsciously breathing, blinking. Now we are blinking. It is not that we have to tell ourselves, I have to blink, I have to blink. Breathing, it is an unconscious thing. Again, subconscious has the data. We have to breathe because we have to be alive.
Yeah.
Okay? So these are the, subconscious or unconscious things that we do, which is related to our subconscious mind.
So, and what kind of people can come for help? For your for your treatments?
Absolutely. Okay. So now in hypnotherapy, people, every issue, be it physical ailments, okay, emotional, mental, everything we treat through hypnotherapy. Why? Because, for example, somebody, a small little example I'll give you, a random example, like somebody says, maybe I'm a very sensitive person, okay, and I'm in a group, and maybe they said something to me and I felt, bad. Why did she say that to me? Going on in my mind. Why did that happen to me? Why did that person say that? Now, what is it creating? It is creating anxiety. The repeated thought, either it gives you happiness, awesome. If it is giving you anxiety or fear or disturbance, so all these things create blocks. I'll tell you about blocks also. So it's creating disturbance. So such a person comes into therapy. Now, most of the people out there do not know about hypnotherapy. So they go to psychiatrists, okay, take those medicines because there is a limitation there. Okay, they cannot give you more than, they'll give you, okay, mood balancer, okay, you're having anxiety, okay, take this pills. But in hypnotherapy, we do not give you pills. We work with you, we work with your subconscious mind. Why? Because that disturbance, that negative emotion is stuck in your subconscious mind. So we go, it is a process, a therapy process that, yes, I would love to, explain it later on if you want. So
So we
yeah.
want to know what
Okay.
is blogs.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now see, if for this, let's take this example only. Okay, it's a very simple example which we all go through in our daily lives.
Yeah.
Somebody, maybe our husband said something, the child said something,
Mhm.
maybe the neighbor said something, and it's stuck. Okay, so now it is creating a block within me. What is a block? Now, block is it stops me from doing something. Okay, so maybe I might stop myself going into a gathering. Why? Because I've had a bad experience there. I felt anxious, and that memory is there. Now, memory is here, conscious mind. So, I no, I'm not going to go there because maybe those people are there and they will again, So, that has created a block which stops me from going out there. So that is a block. Now, another example is some people, a lot of my patients and clients who come, they say that, they're wearing repeated colors. Okay, this is my lucky color. Now, what is lucky color? Okay, now it is in their mind.
Yeah.
Okay, lucky color. Because maybe one day I wore and everything good happened. That's great. Okay. Now, me getting stuck that this color, if I wear, good thing will happen.
Yeah.
So now that is a block. So everywhere I go, I'm stuck. And if I don't wear it, fear comes up. Okay. So now that is a block.
Yeah.
Even there was a patient related to exercise. Okay. Now maybe once in a blue moon she was maybe exercising and she got a bad news. Now that became a block. She stopped exercising because that was a block. Whenever I exercise, something bad happens. Now again in this, people ask me that okay, second time also I wore, then also like second time I might have done exercise. Again I got a bad news. Now what is happening here? I am creating that in my universe, in my world, with my thoughts. Because I'm 24/7, oh, exercise, I'm going for exercise. So I have that thing in my mind that I'm going for exercise, something is going to happen. Because every time something happens. So we are the creators of our reality. That is how we create. It is not the objects or the clothes or the action that we do that is creating a good or bad thing. It is what we think and throw it out there is what creates that thing in our life.
So some days, some people will say like, Tuesday is good, Friday is good.
Yes.
Is this a block?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a block. See, anything that stops you from flowing naturally is a block.
Yeah.
Because then I'm restricting myself. No? I'm not doing that thing other days. There might be a need to do that work on a Thursday, but I will wait for a Tuesday. Now what am I doing? There is no productivity.
Yeah.
I'm stopping myself. People don't go for meetings. They cancel meetings. No, it has to be on Tuesday. And they don't get it. People have come to me saying, ma'am, I lost the project. Why? Oh, because it was not on a Tuesday. You take meetings on a Tuesday. Now what happened? That person sabotaged himself. No? So it's a block.
Yeah.
So that is how people, unconsciously do this. And through this, lovely talk show, I want people to realize these things are not there. It is in your mind. You need to open yourself and explore, expand yourself.
So I do hear about this lucky charm. Carrying something with them, carrying their personal pens. So, I mean, do you see these kind of...
Yes. They see anything over excess of anything becomes a problem. Okay. So, if the charm is there and we know, okay, it is there, okay. But for everything, they have to take it out, hold it, look at it again and again. Then again, that is a block where they have maybe fear that if I don't touch it or I don't hold it, this work will not be okay, or I'll have failure or whatever. This pen only, if I have this pen, then only I will write my exam. Students have that. A lot of students come and they become paranoid if that pen is not working. So these are blocks that they have created within them. And again, as I said, either something good has happened, something bad has happened. In both scenarios, blocks are created. Now, we have talked about blocks. There are patterns also. Okay. Now, if we say people come with patterns, because that pattern is giving them some sort of disruption within them, they are again feeling negative emotions. Because to a hypnotherapist, a patient or a client will come when they have negative emotions. Okay, that emotional block. I am feeling fearful. I am feeling angry. I feel like crying. Okay, so that is where they are not at ease with their body and with themselves. So now, when somebody is coming, we want to see, is there a block or is there a pattern? So now the pattern. I'll give you a case study. Like, I had a client, like a lady came where she had a relationship issue with her husband. So that is how we started working on that, where she felt sad, she felt like crying, anger, everything had come up. So when we started doing, the therapy on her, what came up, now when we are doing therapy, we are going down, deep down into subconscious mind to see where that issue started. Okay. So, for example, if somebody is coming with headache, we are not treating the headache. We are treating the reason that gave headache.
Root cause.
Root cause. Absolutely. So, when I went into getting the root cause, now that is where I saw a pattern. Okay. Because when talking, because see, everything starts in the family. That is why it is called family dynamics. Okay, the dynamics in the family when we are born, and whatever we see around us, whatever is happening, we pick up certain things. And where does it get stored? Data stores in the subconscious. So it is stored there. Okay, mind might not remember if we talk, but it is down there. That is creating a pattern because there is a data. So when we started talking about the relationship of her mother and father, that is where we came to know that the father, got married to the mother and she wanted to study. So he said, I will pay for your studies. So she was okay. He paid for her studies and obviously she started working and everything. But he was a very abusive man. He used to hit her.
Hit the mother.
Okay, hit the wife. So the children used to see that. Maybe if there are 3 children in the family, for others it might be okay. But for one, it might be really traumatic to see that. So this girl, had this wish in her mind that when I get married, I am going to talk to whoever I get married that he will not hit me. That was one thing that she really hated when she saw her father hit her mother. Now she grows up. Okay, she finds a man. The marriage is all done, and like it is think that she's going to get married to this person, and she wants to further study, and she says now that I want time for the marriage because I want to study. So this man says that I'll pay for your studies. We are getting married, so I'll pay for your studies and you study. So that is how it happens. Even before marriage, he starts paying for her college. She's going to college, everything, yeah? And they get married. Ultimately, after marriage, within 2 days, there was some argument or something between them, and he hit her. Now, before marriage, she told him specially that the only thing I ask from you is that you will not hit me ever. And this man said, yes, I will not hit you. And after marriage, 2 days, he hit her. So she went into that zone where all the memories came up, na? That where she could identify that he is exactly like my father. So
the pattern repeated.
that pattern repeated exactly. The husband gives money for studies, hitting her, and yes, when she came to me, it was now she was married for 3 years. So 3 years she's just getting hit. So she comes with all that anger, frustration, and everything. So this is how we got the pattern. So how do we heal it? Because this client has come to get healed. So the healing has to be done from the point where it started. She picked it up from there. So the feeling she got of anger, frustration, looking at the father. So then the healing starts happening there with the feeling so that she's able to take it out. So then we start seeing a difference in her relationship with the husband. Because unconsciously, she attracts her father only. You know, she told me these words, whereas obviously a layman does not know that. But when she's talking to me, she's telling me, ma'am, he's my father. These are the words she told me. You see, he's exactly like my father. So what we detest, we attract. So we need to heal. So this was, an example of the pattern that came up. So other than that, many patterns come up. There was another client who came. She told me now she is married again to a man, and the husband is like, he is like doing charity to the family. He's a big family, he has a big family, but every time the family is just asking for money. There is no attachment of the family with her husband, but it is only money and service, and you have to do this. So when she came, when we were talking, her father was that way. She has always seen her father taking care of, around 30 people in the house, all the family. He was the earning member. He did everything for everybody. So he again had that thing where, I have to give, I have to do, I am the one, I am the bread earner. And that is
so this child thinks that is like a
yes,
heroism.
absolutely.
Okay.
For her, obviously, she saw her father as a hero. Now, here, see the difference. That lady, when she saw her father, she didn't see him as a hero. Here, this girl sees the father as a hero. And unconsciously, she says, I want a husband like him. It's an unconscious thought. Okay? So, she does attract a man who is the same, going out of his way to, do things. But now she doesn't like it. Obviously, because it is tension in the family. So unconsciously, that is where we have an unconscious thought, and that is what we attract. There is another example of a lady who came to me, and she comes from a really good family, and financially great. And whenever she used to see people on the street and working like those people making the road and all those things, she unconsciously she used to just say, oh, I wish I marry such a person who is not that well to do. Because she always thought, I have enough.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I have enough money, so better that
She wanted
if my husband is not that good, I have enough, na. So that was a very good way in her thought, in her mind. She felt it was very good, and she attracted a man who absolutely did nothing. He did not work. He had no job. He just used to gamble. And gambling with her money. So what happened? You see, my money will be used by him. No, it's okay. So he used to use it for gambling. So she came, now she doesn't like it, but she doesn't know why did I attract this man? That is how they come. Why did I attract this? There was a pattern.
Oh.
So that is where we started working. And yes, we have seen results with that. She's in a very good space now. So these are some of the examples of patterns that we create in our lives.
So before that, you were talking about fears. So can you more elaborate on the
Yes.
fears?
See, fears, there are some fears that we are born with. Okay? Like fear of heights, such things we are born with such fears. Okay? Now, fears are, people come with fears like fear of diseases. Okay? They are fearful of something will happen to me. Okay? Fear of accidents. Okay? Fear of water. They'll not swim, they'll not go near the water. It is a fear. Okay? Why they have the fear, they don't know. Because it is deep down in the data, subconscious. What is the reason for the fear? But because of the fear, I'm unable to do so many things in life that I want to do. I want to swim, but I can't swim because whenever I go near the water, I feel fear. So now there is a reason for that thing. Somewhere that person has picked up that fear. So again, we go to the root cause to see from where that fear has come. Because fears, again, as I told, create blocks. It's a block now. It is not letting you do what you want to do. Now, for example, if there is a group of friends, okay, they are going out, swimming and everything. This person is isolated, feels lonely, feels isolated from the group. Why? Because this person cannot swim. So now what comes? Fear is there. With the fear, feels isolated, feels nobody, calls me to go out. So see how many negative emotions come into that person and it is creating a block. So this is what fears are.
Hi, my name is Archana. I live in Pune. Very recently, I discovered hypnotherapy and had few sessions of hypnotherapy with Chandrika madam, and I felt very energized after that. I used to have problem of anxiety and fear of cancer. Whenever I will hear that someone has got cancer, I'll get scared that it will hit me someday. And because of that, I used to get very disturbed. My sleep also would get disturbed. After a few sessions with Chandrika madam, all these issues vanished. Madam also gave me batch flower remedy, which helped me in improving my sleep and my recovery become faster. I do have anxiety issues even now, but the intensity and frequency has reduced. And she's a very loving and kind person. The way she handles her patients is exemplary. I will highly recommend having hypnotherapy sessions because it changes the life completely. After these sessions, I have become more focused. I am more energetic. I'm getting good sleep. My thoughts have become very clear. And overall efficiency has increased both at home and in office. I feel I'm doing the same thing in lesser time now and I'm enjoying my work as well. I recommend everyone to at least try it. It's very magical. You will not even realize how it's changing, how it can change your life. You don't have to take any medicine. You don't have to do any hard work, it's completely effortless.
So, is this fears like does it call phobias or
No.
is there different things?
Yeah, they are different. Fears and phobias are two different things. Okay. Now, phobia is when we say it is extreme fear. Okay. When we say extreme fear, uh, we experience it in our body. Okay. People who come with phobia, for example, phobia of maybe these reptiles or whatever, because a lot of people come with phobia of lizard and all these things. Now, when we are even talking about lizard, even if I say that word, that person will start having a reaction in their body. They'll start shivering. They'll not be able to talk. So that is how the fear is coming to a level where it is becoming a phobia. It is always a body reaction, okay, with phobias. So now, when people come, now, see, claustrophobia is again an example that I can give you. Claustrophobia is closed spaces, and people who come with claustrophobia, mostly what they come with, they don't say, I have claustrophobia. Sometimes a layman cannot identify it is claustrophobia. Okay, when they come up, okay, now I think I have claustrophobia. Because it is out there, we are reading Google, the symptoms we read, oh, this is claustrophobia. So when they come, we don't tackle them because he is saying it is claustrophobia. So we say, okay, what is the feeling? In hypnotherapy, we go with the feeling and the emotion that is triggered in the body. So, what one of the clients, if I can talk about, that person says, I can't breathe. So, I can't breathe is the feeling.
So just like that, or like while
Yeah, but
any closed environment.
Okay, how do you say? I have to ask now. How do you say you have claustrophobia? When I go, to maybe enclosed spaces or maybe wherever they feel things are coming on them. It can be even traffic. Okay, they are stuck in traffic. There are cars. Okay, so they feel, oh, I can't run. I'm stuck here. That feeling of being stuck is what goes into claustrophobia. Now they can't breathe. That is how the body reaction happens. The body starts reacting. I can't breathe. I need oxygen. I need oxygen. Okay, so that is where claustrophobia. That is the term given as claustrophobia. Now, a lady, she came to me related to fear, phobia of claustrophobia or rather enclosed spaces. Okay, she could not go into airports because it was closed.
Not even the airport.
No, even though if you say airport, it is not that tight.
It's so big.
It's so huge.
Yeah.
But what does her mind tell her? It is closed. I cannot run out. Fear. Okay, so she starts feeling. She will look for balcony where she can go and stand.
Balcony
in the airport, because she even sees any country where she goes now, she will first do research. How is the airport there?
Is she okay in the flight?
No. Flight, that is why she had come. She could fly. And she had applied for PR to Canada. And that was going on. Now she has fear. She used to randomly, wherever the transit is there, she will get down. And she's there sitting. And she will call, I'm here. You had to come back. Oh, no, I couldn't breathe. She will buy another ticket. And then, come. So that kind of a phobia she had. She used to make ruckus inside the plane also. I want to get down now. I want to get down now. Because that used to come up. So then we started doing therapy, a small little thing. Now people might think claustrophobia, the reason will be very big. No, it can be a very small reason. How did it start? That she had a friend, she had gone to that friend's house and she went to the restroom. Now the restroom was very small. She went in. She was absolutely okay at that time. She closed the door. The door didn't open, and she felt the walls are coming together on her because it was a tight space. She banged. He could not hear her friend. So there,
So she picked up.
she
from
picked
there.
up. I can't breathe. So the feeling she picked up, now I can't breathe. So whenever she goes into enclosed places, she starts getting I can't breathe. So that is what we started working on. And today, absolutely, she's going to Paris, she's going everywhere, traveling. She doesn't have that fear of planes or enclosed places because we healed the root cause from where it started because she never had it before.
Hi, my name is Isha, and this is a testimonial for my healer, teacher, and friend Chia, Chandrika Nirula. I met Chia several years ago when I was suffering from extreme anxiety and claustrophobia, the fear of closed spaces, especially while flying, be it a short 1 hour flight or a long flight, and had several panic attacks. So I was referred to Chia for hypnotherapy, and that's when I started my hypnotherapy sessions with her. Since then, I have worked with Chia, not just seeking hypnotherapy, but also access healing consciousness, Reiki, and tarot cards. I would like to particularly talk about the hypnotherapy sessions that I did with Chia. Before seeking hypnotherapy with her, flying was extremely stressful. Even entering an airport caused a racing heart, palpitations, and extreme panic. So, after Chia studied my case and several sessions of counseling, she recommended that we do a combination of access bar healing with hypnotherapy, and that was also supported by the Reiki that I had learned from her. So combination of access bar healing, Reiki, and hypnotherapy helped me overcome my fear of flying and closed spaces, claustrophobia. Today, as I record this video, I can say that I am comfortable in entering airports, boarding flights without any fear. Of course, there is panic and anxiety from time to time, but because I worked with Chia and I've been taught Reiki and other self-healing modalities and tools, I'm able to help myself heal myself. So I can say that Chia has been instrumental in my healing journey and where I am today. So I'm extremely grateful for all the work she's done with me and fortunate to have met her. So thank you very much, Chia, for this, and I hope your wonderful work and healing can reach and benefit more people because we certainly need more healers in this world. Thanks.
So that is, there was another person, and he also had this feeling of that I can't breathe. Again, this person came with that feeling. Okay, claustrophobia.
Same travel
Same
problem.
traveling. We can't go into even if you go into a tunnel, cannot go into tunnel because that
It's
feeling is
closed.
that it's closed. I can't run away. If something happens, I'm going to die. Okay, traffic.
Going to die. That is what.
Going to die. They will only say I can't. Minus breathing is death.
Yeah.
That is how we are wired. You see. So, okay, we started working. Again, it goes down into childhood. It will go down. Okay, we have to go down. It can go really far. Okay, sometimes with claustrophobia, it goes back to past life also. Because I'm a metaphysical hypnotherapist. So, in the therapy, I have, worked with people where that issue started in some lifetime
Oh.
and they carried it to the current lifetime. So then we go back there and heal it. Okay, so anyways, as of now, we are just talking about this lifetime. And this person, when we went back into his childhood, so it just came that he was playing with his brother. While playing, he pushed his brother into the swimming pool. Like playing, it was not an intention of pushing, but just
Just accident.
yeah, it was an accident. Children playing, As the brother fell, this person started feeling, guilty. First of all, the emotion came, guilt, that I have done this. What will happen if my brother dies? And I can't breathe. I can't breathe. So that is how it set in. That is where it set in. Because he loved his brother. He saw his brother going down into the water and that feeling came into him. So we started.
So the brother was okay.
Brother was okay. But this person got the fear.
Oh, he picked
and,
up the emotion.
The emotion will always be, that person will not have it. If that person would have it, would have come for healing. That person is fine. This person picked it up.
Oh.
And then when we started obviously healing that part of him, that felt, Now when we are working, some of you might feel going back. How? Okay. Now what is that? When I say going back, when we do therapy, that boy might be 11 years old when this accident happened. So when we are healing, it is the 11-year-old self of yours. We call it inner child.
Inner child.
We have many inner children. Every second there is an inner child within us. So who is frightened? Who could not breathe at that time? That 11-year-old who experienced that thing. So we start healing that 11-year-old who is a part of you. So when that healing happens, the adult self gets healed. That is how hypnotherapy healing happens. So this is how, phobias, claustrophobia. So these are some of the examples, the cases that I have worked with.
So for all these addictions, what would be the reason?
We are just showing them a different angle of doing that thing in a positive way. So that you are happy, people around your family. We are not worried about the society. So emotion is the root cause of everything for everyone. OCD is giving again anxiety. It takes you to depressive state. Okay, what is OCD? Obsessive compulsive disorder or behavior. You keep doing that thing and it is extreme. You're not satisfied. Whatever shows outside is what you are holding within.